Evan Engram had almost 1,000 yards receiving last year, almost 1,000, 963. That's almost 200 yards more than his previous career high. He also was way better when Christian Kirk was hurt. Keep that in mind. Kirk missed 5 games last year. In those games, Engram averaged 71.4 yards. In the games that Kirk played, he averaged 50. Still good, but not 71.4 good. And then when you keep in mind that, yes, they lost Ridley, but they brought in 2 guys, right? They brought in Brian Thomas Jr., who, LSU, you never know. Those kids typically pop in the NFL. And I know we don't love Gabe Davis, but I mean, they didn't pay Gabe Davis to go out there and twiddle his thumbs. He's going to get some targets. So I wonder if last year was Engram's ceiling year and that Pitts might not be better than him in 2024 because we haven't seen Pitts hit his ceiling yet. And now
we've seen him consistently underperform. Even though, and I know that this year's different. I understand all the reasons that this year, again, we're saying this might be it for Kyle Pitts. I get it. And it might be. But we've also seen him very much not hit our expectations and come in under our expectations for his ADP. He's underperformed ADP every year he's been in the NFL. Evan Engram, I would be curious, even if what you're saying is true and he doesn't reach what he did last year, what did he do the year before? Where did he finish in terms of tight end rankings?
Yeah, he was good. He was crazy inconsistent. Like crazy inconsistent.
But most tight ends are.
No, okay. Fair
right?
point.
Aren't they? Outside of like Kelsey and Laporta at the end of the year last year, most tight ends do go like that.
Okay. I'm going to just throw the stats at you and you can do with them what you will.
Okay.
In 2022, Evan Engram. Okay. And he was end of the year. He was freaking unbelievable.
That's yeah. The beginning of the year feels like they were figuring it out.
He scored fewer than 11 points in more than half of his games. He had a 1-4, a 1-8, a 2-6, a 3-9, a 3-9, a 4-4, a 6-7, a 6-8, a 9, a 10.7. His stats were real lopsided because he had that insane 39-point game against the Titans. Remember that game? He had like 2 touchdowns and he just went bonkers.
Right.
And so in more than half of his games 2 years ago, he was kind of lousy.
Can you hit me in order, like the second half of the season?
Of like 2022?
Forget the first half.
So we'll start the second half in week 9. 1.8, 4.4, 1.4, 14, 39, 14, 18, 3.9, and then 6.7. Yeah, so he had a 4-game stretch where he was awesome.
Yeah.
5 of his games, and he played a full season, were 14 or more.
All right.
Everything else was kind of mediocre or worse.